Hello everybody, and welcome to the finale of Let's Play Trilby's Notes. Last time, we discovered why Guybrush Threepwood hates porcelain so much. He played this game. Sorry, I didn't make that reference last time, so I had to now. Anyways, we saw the first victim in the wood. We know where that tree came from, where the wood has been causing all this trouble came from. And then we got a note from Linkman asking us to come to the basement. Perhaps he's discovered something too. So let's go see. And yeah, we don't have our pills anymore, so as far as we're concerned, we are stuck here. Alright. Seriously, that whispering is just so creepy. It never stops being creepy. Oy. Alright, without further ado, what is going on there? The grimy cellar has been abandoned for some time. A large section of floor was worn away. Someone had dug a hole in the foundations large enough to admit a man. I wonder what happens if we try to drink this water. I didn't need it anymore. Okay. Enter hole. What could possibly go wrong? And we have the trunk of a tree. Oh, hello, okay. What? I was in some kind of cavern dug out of the rock beneath the hotel. It seemed to be in constant state of flux, flitting back and forth between the real world and its dark twin. I was certain that the gigantic stump in the middle of the floor had something to do with this. This was it, I was certain. The remains of the tree that Boyle and his father cut down, its wood being later used to construct an inn, a harpsichord, a shipping crate, and an idol. I could feel that same scrabbling in my mind that I had felt just before all of my visions. This time it was the stump itself that seemed to be beckoning me closer. Climbed Broadmoor Peninsula, July 28th, 55 BC. Cabadath, a Celtic druid, awaits the return of his friend, a colleague Galdan, who brings news from the invasion of Anglesey by the Romans Suetonius Paulinus. Suetonius Paulinus, okay. Having fallen out of favor with his fellows for certain radical beliefs and activities, Cabadath lives in solitude in this remote forest clearing and prefers not to travel himself. Cabadath, Golden, you bring news. The foreigners have landed. They could not be deterred by our sorcery. All is lost. Oh, certain are you? They are making their way across the land, eliminating resistance. Even you out here will be brought down within days. I'm sorry, Cabadath. And the great druids of Anglesey bow so easily to this brash foreign power. Do not hang your head yet, my friend. Perhaps the activities for which I was ostracized could yet spell an answer. What are you talking about? Do you know my dealings with the ethereal realm? I know what you claim. That there exists some otherworldly territory populated by demons and creatures of magic. And that you, Cabadath, can somehow commune with these creatures. Cabadath. Come inside and I shall explain. Cabadath, what is this madness? In my dealings with the ethereal realm, I have learned of many powerful demons and elementals. But there is one spoken of only reluctantly, a beast possessing of awesome power. You plan to summon a demon? The most terrible of them all, who strikes fear into even the most unflappable creatures I have spoken with. A pain elemental, indeed the only pain elemental ruler of a desolate wasteland where none venture. An invulnerable, hugely potent beast that feeds on the agony of others. And today is his day. The day when the boundaries between the realms weaken and he glimpses our world. To bring him through at some point should be simple. At that point should be simple. If you could conjure such a thing, how would you have it defend our land? I have much knowledge in the ways of magic. With the correct bindings, any demon can be forced to my will. I completed the preparations while I waited for your return. All that remains is the summoning. Cabadath, it pains me to see you build your hopes on such nonsense. Be silent and watch. You shall see your nonsense soon enough, sorry. In this hall of death, and by the light of Belanus's gift, I summon you. I bring you gifts to mark your path. I feed you with pain. I call you with madness. I summon you with the greatest loss. And I bind you by your true name, Chizou. By the gods! I have reached out to you through the void, Chizou. I command you by your true name. Show yourself. Cabadath, please stop this. Show yourself. My Titanus is huge. It is larger than I anticipated. But Chizou must obey the rules of magic. It is bound. I can command it. No! It is far more powerful than I thought. Galden, help me! Forgive me, Cabadath. No! Galden, I beg you! Don't let it take me alive! Chizou, of course, had no use for meat. It feeds on pain. It does not kill its prisoners. Cabadath's agony was a particularly rare morsel, and Chizou ensured it would last. His soul was placed inside an oak sapling on the site of his old home to grant his body immortality. For 5 centuries, as the tree grew, he knew torment beyond even his most depraved imaginings. By then his body was warped, and his mind long fallen into soulless dementia. He was Chizou's, utterly and completely his stave. Trilby! Siobhan, you're supposed to leave. I couldn't, Aved, the professor, he's dead. I know. He was killed by the shadows. Just like they will kill you if you don't get away from here. What is this place? This cave is the center of the reality shift. This stump is what's causing it all. How? This is the vessel for the soul of the tall man. The acolyte of Chizou. Lakeman, nice to see a friendly face. Amazing, isn't it? Of all the things Sir Roderick could have used to murder his son, he chose that idol. Placing the soul of John Defoe into the wood alongside Cabadath's. Infusing the poor retard with Chizou's magic, allowing him to come back infinitely more powerful than before. Certainly pretty lucky. Chizou had to wait 2,000 years for that opportunity. The opportunity to blend magic and science in a single entity. The opportunity to create the bridge. What are you talking about? The bridge between the realms, over which Chizou will cross into our universe and purify mankind. Our order has waited 200 years for the prophecy to be fulfilled. You're not with the Ministry of Occultism. Who are you? 200 years ago, the prophet Jack Freehorn founded the Order of Blessed Agonies. Since then, we have grown and watched and waited. It was only in recent years that the events foretold in the Book of Chizou began to occur. It mentioned John Defoe, and it mentioned you. Me? You were the one prophesied to guide the Bridgekeeper to his destiny. But you didn't finish the job. All 3 aspects of John Defoe had to be destroyed to create the bridge: body, mind, and soul. You only destroyed his body. His soul and mind remained. Had I known about this, I wouldn't have even done that. Now will truly disappoint my superiors. They were quite adamant that I should try to persuade you to join our cause and fulfill your foretold duty. Is that why you are helping me? They thought if I guided you through your visions and showed you the appropriate passages from our holy books, you would understand that the prophecy is real. You honestly believed I joined some insane cult just because you handed me some leaflets? Personally, no. A knife in my gut brought an explosion of ice-cold agony. I heard the pitter-patter of my blood on the rocky floor. The pain, the surprise, and my exhaustion went together to cause immediate unconsciousness. I awoke to find myself splayed upon the stump, blood still slowly leaking from my wound. In my injured state, I could barely move. My limbs refused to respond. I was as weak as a newborn. Langman. Oh good, you're awake. I was afraid you'd miss this. What are you doing? After your staggering ineptitude in Defoe Manor, the Order needed to nudge things along. We need a connection to Giselle to help administrate his coming. And today might be the only opportunity we have all year to summon the Tall Man. You're going to bring that thing into our world? With the standard ritual of blessed agonies and an offering. After he takes your life, he will be grateful to us. And then he will guide us to our destiny. So why did you stab me? What if I'm already dead by the time he gets here? You won't be. Men like you, Trilby, die on their own terms. They don't weakly let their life slip away from one measly knife wound. Hush now. Capadath is coming. Oh, okay. We just need to die now. We need to die. Not yet, but I was pretty close. So we need to distract Langman. Talk, girl. Siobhan, are you there? She's here, but she can't answer you. She has nothing to do with this, Langman. Let her go. On the contrary, it is important that all three of us be here. It is part of the ritual. Talk. Shizo, maybe say, no thank you? Why are you summoning the Tall Man? What possible use could he be to you? You've been experiencing flashbacks, I know. You saw Cabadath's attempt to summon Giselle, yes? I saw that he failed quite drastically. He assumed our lord could be summoned with any old basic summoning rite. But Giselle is far greater and more powerful than his rivals. He's very nearly a god of pain. It takes a great amount of magic and much more complex ritual to summon one such as he. We do not know it, but the Tall Man does. He will guide us and teach us. Talk. Oh, come on. About book. What does the prophecy say about me? The Book of Giselle prophesied the creation of John Defoe the Wraith. It states that when his body, mind, and soul are destroyed in conjunction, the bridge between the realms will be created. It also states that you were supposed to guide the process. We can expect one or two inaccuracies in a prophecy written so long ago. Alright, let's, can we move around at all? My attempts to move only made things worse. I felt a stab of pain and something snapped behind my eyes, filling my vision with spots. Well, we gotta do something. I was losing blood steadily. My arms and legs were limp and unresponsive. I couldn't move. Come on. No, you're not gonna do anything, Langman. From my position, I could only see a small portion of the wavering cavern. I see the idol of John Defoe on the stump beside me, and my bloody waistcoat lying discarded in the corner. Oh, dang it. With my other senses, I could detect the presence of Siobhan and the redoubtable Langman. Strangely, my first thought was a vision of the repair and laundry bill. Wow. I stared blankly. Oh, sorry, I'm skipping his dialogue, but, look. Oh, come on! treacherous cultist was wandering around the stump in a manner I suppose was relevant to his ritual. So he's, trying to, do the summoning. I could not see Siobhan, but I could hear her trying to moan through a gag. Can we die, please? Not yet, but I was pretty close. I call thee from the south. The pain was now replaced with an ice-cold numbness that was spreading fast. The room was swimming before my eyes. Die. Oh, okay. I call thee from the west. It's idle. Nope. Oh no. I was becoming harder and harder to breathe. Air rattled in and out my lungs like a buzzsaw. Reality flips from realm to realm, tormented, confused. And this medicine might bring thee to us. Is it just me or are there images flickering on the screen, like in the... Someone's gonna have to pause that and tell me. End it, Capadath. Oh, come on, die. Talk... No, Capadath. I was unable to speak. My vision was clouding up around the edges. It seemed like my stubborn will was the only thing keeping me alive. This is the message you need. No, okay, I don't know what he said there, but die. I died. Sorry, I'm skipping all Langton's dialogue, but you really have to be, yeah, present thee with the guide, failed in his duty for thee to judge. Yeah, you gotta keep yourself busy, you gotta distract Lankman and do things. Come. Come. So I am now dead. What? He's dead? No, that's not possible. Master? Master, please, no! No! Trilby? Go back, Trilby. Leave me alone. I'm dead. Not yet. Not fully. Your mind and soul are drifting apart from your body. With enough power, there's still time to pull them back. But you must have the will to return. Forget it. I've had enough. I did the assignments. I made myself useful. I lived up to the reputation the foe manor gave me. Today I gave everything I could. And I still died. There's still work to be done. You have not completed your duty. I'm sick of duty. I'm sick of prophecy. Just let me sleep. Stronger men than you have tried to fight destiny. None succeed. Past, present, and future are all different faces of the same die, and few can see them all at once. But I can, and the future demands that you live. Return now. I have marked the path. Please just let me end it. Pleading to me is useless. I am just as much of a prisoner of fate as you. The future your actions are destined to bring about has already taken place. Without your part, I would not be here to restore you to life. So you see, by my mere presence, your decision is already made. Who are you? A murderer, and a madman, and a puppet of forces neither of us could possibly comprehend. Trilby, say something. What? You're alive. Oh, I didn't even know if I was doing it properly. But I did it. You're alive. Where's Lankman? That tall man took him. He did something horrible to him. Then he took him away. Where's my waistcoat? Shh, don't talk. I've already called for an ambulance. Let's get you back upstairs. Wait. See that wooden doll? Yes? Bring it with us. Wrap it tightly in clothes and bring it with us. Don't let it touch your bare skin. Okay. And now it's across from me. The reality shift had cleared up and we were free to leave. An STP cleanup crew arrived with the ambulance. No trace of a bed or the hotel staff was found. Officially, they'd been classified as unexplained disappearances. Lankman and the tall man seemed to have also vanished, which does not surprise me in the least. Siobhan signed the official Secret Act, and last I heard is staying with her parents to recuperate. Which just leaves me to write up my notes with the idol that haunts my dreams gazing at me from across my desk. I was dead. I can't pretend I wasn't. No amount of CPR could have brought me back from where I was. So who did? The man in red? Who was he, if not an insane hallucination and brain death? Unimportant. I am alive, and that's all that matters. Just that, and the destiny of this wretched statuette that I am apparently fated to carry out. Every instinct in my being wants to burn it to ashes and grind them into the dirt, but I do not. Lankman spoke of a prophecy that the destruction of John Defoe's soul would somehow help him, and his orders summon their dark god. So if I destroy the idol, they win. But what else can I do? I certainly can't keep it. I know from experience that it leaks malevolent influence like a broken pipe leaks water. The only other option is to hide it, but we're going to hide such a thing and ensure that it is never found again by human hands. I shall have to think about this. Trilby, July 29th, 1997. Even has a little hat in his signature. The fulfillment of the prophecy continues. The ritual for the summoning of Jizo will go ahead. Events have been set in motion, and that cannot be stopped. We have the blood of the guide. Now we must wait. Wait and prepare. And that was Trilby's notes. Oh, at this time there came a man from the land of technology, and though his wisdom was great and his power advanced, he had the willfulness of his fellows, so that he was the arrogant man. And on the 8th and 20th day of the 7th month of the year of the arrogant man, the king gazed upon the land of technology and saw the arrogant man who spoke thus. O king, I beseech you, for this land has become corrupt with your benevolent hand, and darkness seeks to envelop us all. I demand of you to cross the border between our lands and make things right, for my power is great, and I have it in my power to control even one as great as you. And the king was rightly, I can't read this too fast, you have to read it yourself. Okay, there we go. That is Trilby's notes. Sorry, I was quiet there. I just wanted to let you read all that, and I wanted to read it myself. So this game is freaking awesome. The mythos is awesome. And like I said, there's one more game awaiting us, which is 6 Days of Sacrifice. Now, that game will explain everything. Now, that guy in red that we saw at the end there will be more explanation for him, and especially what he said, that the future has already happened. So Trilby didn't want to destroy that idol because we need to destroy the body, soul, and mind of the Bridge Keeper. The body was destroyed by Trilby, and as we saw in the 7 Days of Skeptic, the soul was destroyed when the guy pretending to be Dr. Somerset threw the idol into the thruster of the spaceship and disintegrated it. So what can happen after that? Or should I say, what can happen before that, or in between that? There will be much to explain in the next game. And there's a chance I may do a bonus video, because there's also a README file within the game that has one of the books of Tizoe written in it. Now, I think it might have been that last thing we saw, and if it wasn't, I won't bother putting a video of it, of me reading it. But if it was not, then you'll see that. There's also something interesting I just discovered, like, right after I did the last episode. I was looking stuff up, and turns out, before 6 Days of Sacrifice, Ben Yahtzee, in preparation, released 3 different games, one after another. Very, 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 very short games, like 2-3 minutes they can be completed, and they're just text adventure games, meaning they're all text. So before I do that game, I will be doing a video showcasing all 3 of those text adventure games because they explain important events that couldn't be their own games, but at the same time are important to lead up to the final game. And the final game is where everything is explained and you'll still be confused, but there will be closure. So yeah, this game just started out as sort of an undead slasher who was of a cursed child, but there's so much more to it. And it's amazing. I love this game so much. One of the creepiest games I've ever played, and it being like, 16-bit, that's impressive. So Ben Yahtzee outdid himself when he did this one. So the body was destroyed in 5 Days of Stranger. The soul was destroyed in 7 Days of Skeptic. All that's left is the mind in 6 Days of Sacrifice. And most likely I will do that game before Halloween. I meant to do this game before this Halloween, but then one thing kept coming up and another thing kept coming up. Before I knew it, it was Halloween time again. But I don't want to have to wait because there's a lot of stuff to know, and it's easy to forget that kind of stuff in a year's span of time. So within the next few months, I will have that game up. And of course, it is the end of October, so I'm done with my spooky games. I'd want to do more, but, life gets in the way. I get busy. But there's still ones I really want to do for next year. That includes Alone in the Dark, Waxworks, Costume Quest. Of course, I'm going to do Phantasmagoria 2. Let's see, what else? I'm remembering the last Halloween episode I did last year, I had like a whole list and I was like showing off the covers and pictures and stuff. I won't do that this time, but I was trying to remember. There's one that's really creepy where you actually the protagonist is a man who turned into a cockroach. I'm interested in that one. There's quite a few scary games in it. There's no shortage of scary games to play. And if you have any suggestions for something freaky, terrifying, hopefully something short, preferably, then let me know. I'd also like to do, what was it? I finally played, what was that? One I mentioned last year, Among the Sleep. I'd played that one, and it was a good game. I like that one. I might play that one next year, but we shall see. So let me know what you think. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Share it with your friends. And if you want to, you can play the game yourself. It's free. The whole series is completely free. And As for what's coming up next, well, I'm actually going to do a special video that's going to be sort of an update video for you guys. So if you're the kind of person who likes to watch me, you know, as these videos comes out, if you're watching this like a year from now, then that's not going to really be an issue. But anyway, that is it for Trilby's Notes and for the Halloween month. Thank you for watching, and have a good day.